Hello and welcome to Jedi Jingle Maker. In today's video we're going to look at the Ibanez AZES31. I'm going to tell you all about what I've done to this thing so far, what I plan to do with it moving forward, my general thoughts and opinions about this tiny little butter beast of a tone dragon. I love this thing. I'll tell you right away. I love it. But let's get into the details of why I love it so much. The Ibanez AZES. By the way, subscribe, like, comment, listen to my music that I make with all these instruments. I actually record with this guitar, and I will be recording with it much more once I do some more modifications to it. Okay, so this is the Ibanez AZ Student Edition, basically, guitar that is the affordable entry-level guitar for the masses, and created something that is going to be a cult classic for many years moving forward. I got this guitar used at Guitar Center for $240, and I've already taken it with me on a couple of trips and airplanes and all over the place, so it's just held up like a champ. For what it is, it's amazing. It's basically a beautiful looking Stratocaster with, look at that, with the carved in heel and everything, that it's super light. It really isn't heavy at all. It's got a slightly smaller size body, but not to the point of where it seems like a toy guitar. The tones on it are amazing with these 3 single coil pickups, although the electronics have given me a problem with them getting kind of flaky. I'm going to replace all the electronics, and I'm going to shield the cavity. That's another modification I have planned for this thing. But once I do that and a couple of other key mods, it's really going to be a top shelf guitar. You know, I believe this is like a Gotoh rosewood-ish board. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's great. The frets are adequate, definitely good enough. One thing I did do is I put a heavier gauge string on here, so definitely go with the 10s in my opinion on this guitar. The 9s felt very floppy. The 10s feel great, and the thing is that it's a slightly shorter scale than a normal guitar. It's 25 inches. Normal guitar would be like 25.5, and what I call normal, a Stratocaster. So, you know, this is slightly shorter, which gives you a little less string tension. It makes it actually very playable, but I think it's important to have the 10s, in my opinion. Now, I haven't adjusted this, set it up, turned the truss rod, or anything on it. So the action it came with is a little higher than I normally would have liked, but it actually plays fantastic, so I'm not sweating it. But I think I can have a tech lower it a bit, but I definitely don't want to lose out on the full ringing string quality, so I'm going to have it, keep it high enough that I keep that. Now, here's the most recent mod I did, which was to put in these Gotoh locking tuners. They're the staggered type. You can see those 3 are shorter than those 3, with these perloid tuning keys on them, which I really thought would be a cool add here. I went with the chrome to keep with the theme of the guitar, which is all other chrome hardware. And these are my favorite tuners. They fit right in there. They're plug and play, which was outstanding from where the other tuners were. I actually like the tuners that it came with. They're the split shaft type that make it very easy to do string changes, but I just prefer the locking so much more. And of course, this leaves a couple of holes for where the string trees used to be that I no longer need because I don't need that break angle. Yeah, so it holds tune much better now that I did this, and I think it's just a matter of not having it go through the string trees. But the next thing I'm going to do is replace this plastic nut with a graphite nut. And that'll be the game changer. When I have that done, I'm also going to have the guitar set up, which will lower the action slightly. And I don't honestly think there's anything else I want to do to it, to be honest here, especially these pickups. I like these pickups a lot. I'm going to do a little bit of, like I said, shielding work, ground it to the electronics, but outside of trying to reduce the 60 cycle hum a bit, these are great sounding pickups. I love the way they sound, so I want to keep that. And with this voicing switch, whatever you want to call it, I found that you can get a pretty hot tone out of the bridge pickup for the more heavier stuff. Of course, it's not going to be like a humbucker, but it's cool in its own way. But I love these pickups. Now, One thought I've had is to get a second or even a third. I mean, these are like $200 guitars. You know, they're not that expensive, but they're great and they'd be so fun to play around with. So, you know, potential is to get another one like this. I love the 3 single coil situation because it has this fixed bridge, which is really nice. If I got the one with a humbucker, I would just, you know, have the bridge with springs right down to the body so that it doesn't move. Play it that way, but I really prefer just the fixed bridge. This one has through the body strings, so you get that resonant quality. I love this style of bridge. You can adjust each individually. I haven't even had much of a thought of replacing these saddles yet because they feel great, but I am going to likely replace those with the Graphtec saddles, which are cool, but then the question is, should I stay with the silver and get the Graphtec ones that just have a little bit of Graphtec where it contacts? Probably. So that might be another modification that I do. I'll probably also replace these knobs, which I've never really liked, these knobs, with this style knob, which is the Telecaster knob basically, but I always like that a little bit more. Another change that I plan to do with this guitar is to take out this switch. This is a strumming guitar, and on all my guitars I'm eradicating the 5-way switch, which of course affects the resale value of it, but I don't plan on selling this guitar. If I did, I wouldn't be doing all this stuff to it. I think this is a guitar that's going to last me a long time and actually be my travel guitar in addition. But I'm going to take this out. I'm going to replace it with a 5-position PRS there, and I'll just sacrifice the tone knob, which I don't need or care about. And that'll be a good modification. Then this thing is completely playable. I would take this out live and play it no problem once I get all those modifications made to make it super, super solid. All right, well, thanks for watching, Jedi Jingle Maker. I hope you will subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you think. Do you have an Ibanez? Do you have an Ibanez, AZES? Do you have the one with the humbucker? How's it working out? Thanks for watching.